Hey Leo, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your January 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, welcome. The key themes showing up for you, Leo, in the month of January. You have belief system and clarity. This is a powerful combination because a lot of you are working on reprogramming your beliefs, and some of you weren't even quite sure what beliefs needed a little bit of an upgrade. What do I need to focus on when it comes to manifesting money? What can I instill into my energy field when it comes to love? So you've done the shadow work. You've done a lot of really deep-seated healing, because at the bottom of the deck, you actually have shadow work. So this is subconscious energy. This is what you have been working on. And I like that it's showing up because it's what's motivating you to move forward in a new light in 2024. Now, you also have the gifts card showing up, Leo. So I feel like you are gaining more spiritual enlightenment. This is about you tapping into the depths of your soul, and through some deep shadows that you've gone through here, it's actually brought about some spiritual gifts that you have. I also see here that there could be a surprise gift from the universe. There could be some sort of celebrations. This is the energy of gratitude. So I feel like you're getting in alignment with yourself. Basically, underneath the shadow work, you actually have self-love and you have body talk. These are both highlighted energies when it comes to the self. So a lot of you Leos have really had to go within on a deeper level than maybe you've ever went before, to focus on self-love, to focus on chakra healing, your mental health. This is all about, compassion, acceptance, and confidence. And you didn't get there by just, wishful thinking. You didn't get there by loving yourself and taking yourself to the spa and doing all the high positive notes of the, self-love. You had to dig in deep. And I feel like you're coming up on top. You are coming out of a period of your life that may have been challenging and difficult, and maybe even in the financial sector, maybe even in the family sector. So yep, you've done the work here. It is now subconsciously affecting you because you are shifting your belief systems. And when I say it's subconsciously affecting you, I feel like you are understanding why things had happened the way that they had happened, or you have this sense of awareness of the roles that specific people played in your life, or you are seeing, patterns that have played out for you. So belief system showing up with clarity is a very powerful combination. I'm getting some Gemini vibes here for you as well. Now, Gemini had a little bit of the same type of energy happening in their reading. Some of you may have strong Gemini moon or Gemini placements, or maybe you're dealing with a gem. But I feel like you've been doing a lot of self-talk. You've been getting to a better place. I feel like 2024, there's going to be a lot more clarity because you have shed light on those shadows. A lot of you have had to go to maybe therapy for years. Maybe you had to really address some deep-seated wounding, some trauma, post-traumatic stress. This can be ego as well. I feel like some of you may have even been in the presence of a highly egoic being, whether it's a father, whether it was a significant other, maybe it was even your own ego here at times. But I feel like you're getting clear on what you need to do to move forward and live a life of more abundance, live a life of more success, whatever that may look like for you, but it starts within your belief system. So January, Leo, you are setting the groundwork for the rest of 2024, which I will be putting out yearly readings for you as well next week. But January is a really powerful month for, intentions, for us getting into our belief systems, to the root of how we want to co-create our year ahead. And I've been mentioning this a lot lately because it can really help you at this time. Instead of piling on tons of new intentions, can you stop, continue, and start? Right? Create a list of things that you want to stop doing in 2024. What things do you want to continue doing because they're working, and what new things can you create? And it's so important to look at it from that format instead of just piling on new things that either, don't get done, or we tend to kind of fall off the wayside. And you're really diving into your higher power as well, Leo. You're looking at, your connection to the divine or to the universe or to, spirit, God, source, whatever you call your higher power, does not matter. But you're taking a deep dive, and that's giving you extra clarity here because you're trusting your true north, your soul's compass. There's a lot of truth here. Solutions, meditation. You're going to find that answers come more readily, more easily through meditation than maybe they ever have. And that could be a gift that a lot of you are opening up more to, is connecting directly to your spiritual source, right? Here's the direct link. I don't need to wait, or I don't need to use the tools, even though that they're certainly helpful, right? But you don't need to use the tools to directly connect with source. And that could be something you are learning this year as well. I feel for a lot of you, you may even be teaching other people how to tap into their gifts. Some of you are spiritual teachers, coaches, mentors, leaders. But I am getting, Leo, that you have this sense of clarity. You have this sense of direction, but laying the groundwork, right? Being able to maybe see it out in front of you, or maybe you're able to create a vision board, or maybe you are creating a special place in your mind and your heart of the things that you want to bring about, okay? And I feel like you have this clear picture, clear knowing, and you are using your belief system to take action upon what it is that you want in your life. So I like the gifts as well. I like the gifts showing up because some of you, you're going to receive, I'm getting here a cup of love. There could be a gift, a resource, an inheritance. There could be a new offer coming in here for you. I like the gift because you've earned it, but you also believe that you're worthy of it. And that's why you are opening to the gift. The gift may have been there all along, right? There may have been an opportunity there all along, but sometimes because the shadow hides the gift, right? Sometimes the shadow we need to take a closer look at, or we need to shine light on some of the shadows in order for us to truly see our gifts. And I feel like you've done, you've done that work. Ooh, there is something here about you speaking up as well, communicating, speaking up. I mean, of course, I got a little bit of a head cold going on, but I feel like there could be words of wisdom, something that you share. Some of you, it's your own story. It could be about you talking to someone else, even a trusted friend, a therapist, a coach, a mentor, or bouncing ideas off of each other. I'm getting clearing up some communication here. Now, starting off, you have the Strength card, Leo. This is you. So I had to chuckle when this came out. And we are also going into the year of the dragon, 2024. And we have the dragon. We're using the dragon deck. Excuse me. So I feel for a lot of you, you are realizing that you're stronger than you think you are. You're understanding here that you have a lot left in you. And what I mean by that is some of you may have felt like you were broken, like you had hit a rock bottom, or, that your shadows were just overpowering. But this is the year you step out of the shadows, because at one point here you were over here in the darker energy. And in 2024 here, you're looking straight at your shadow and you're saying, not this year. Right? Even though you've gone through the thick of things, I feel like there's more lighthearted energy, there's more playfulness, there's more fun, and you are looking your shadow in the eye, you're remembering, but you're not letting it take over. Okay, you've shed light on it. You have some sort of understanding, clarity, acceptance that you didn't have before. So when you look at the shadow, it actually helps you not go back to this place. Okay, because then you remember, I love myself. I love all parts of myself, including the shadows, including the difficulties that I've gone through, including the parts of myself that I've kept hidden. There is a complete wholeness wrapped up in this energy. Now, with the strength card showing up here as well, I feel like a lot of you are taking some big risks in 2024, and that could be part of the belief system. You may be saying, well, a few things I want to start this year. I want to start that business, or I want to, travel. I want to incorporate, right, or continue more of A, B, or C because that's working, or because I enjoy that. So I really like the belief system showing up in January specifically because that is the underlying groundwork. Now you have the Emperor showing up here. This is bossing up, big boss energy. And I'm getting two energies here, and I just seen 11:11 on the clock there. So some of you could be seeing 11:11 like crazy, but I feel like there's a new opportunity here for you to stand in your power. Okay, the first energy I'm getting is this Emperor. It did show up in reverse, but as I was tuning into the energy, it's like I was getting a story of you stepping into your power due to maybe someone who tried to control a situation, or maybe they were feeling a little bit in their ego. Maybe they were very 3D, whether this is someone or it was a characteristic of you, it doesn't matter, right? This is what is helping you move forward. And when the Emperor can fully show up, I mean, this could have even been a paternal figure, a father figure. It could have been a boss, someone of higher authority, of structure. But you've learned to question. You've learned to question the status quo, so to speak. You've learned to question the system, whatever that system is for you. Maybe it's family, maybe it's career, perhaps it's health. Right? We all have these establishments, these systems, these organizations. And I feel because of some things that you've gone through with a system in your life, it could even be relationship systems, right? I feel like you've really taken strong inventory, Leo. And this is your energy here, again, with the strength, but you've taken strong inventory and you're saying, is this even what I align with? Is this part of my values, my morals, my integrity? Am I letting someone else pull the strings of my life, or am I in charge here? And I feel like you're realizing that you are the one in charge. Okay, this is really powerful coming in for you. Now you have the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. You're reassessing some disappointment. You're reassessing the loss that has occurred in the past, and you're saying, I've allowed myself to be disappointed. That's part of the process. Grief, part of the process. Mourning, maybe even forgiveness, right? Maybe some of you even were at the point of depression even. But I feel like you've learned from this. It was part of, again, a process, part of a breaking down of a system. But now you are reassessing your priorities. You're reassessing your life. And that's going to bring in balance, because something was unhealthy here with this Emperor in reverse. Something was too controlling, too dominant. It was a belief possibly that was built in societal standards, built in family structures. It may have been you were in a relationship with, I'm just going to say it, narcissist, or someone who is very manipulative, who thought that they held a lot of power to feed their own tiny ego here, inflated ego, but it was, to make them feel better, but ultimately it doesn't. It doesn't. Any person who has dealt with someone who's been very manipulative or controlling, deep down that doesn't pacify that person. It may feel like it does in the moment, but it's not long standing. You've suffered a lot of loss because of this structure or how something had played out for you. But you're saying, I don't have to let that define me in a negative way. I don't have to stay in this 5 of Cups. I can move on to the 6 of Cups, which here's your gift, right? There's the 6 of Cups, more balance, more harmony, more loyalty, more, understanding of your gifts. And some of you, you're realizing the role. And I say this because it is a role. When we come into this lifetime, it is basically our human bodies, taking on this form where our soul assists in playing a specific role for the human experience to evolve, to learn, to just have that experience, whatever it may be. But you're looking at it from that point now and you're saying, okay, yep, we were role playing there. I had to play this role. They played that role. But I don't need to hang on to it. I don't need to attach myself because that's not who I am. That's not who I want to become. It was part of the process. So what you have coming in here is Knight of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. You are taking action towards some big dreams that you have in 2024. The Knight of Swords is also, he's a very fast moving energy, but he is backed up by education, by knowledge, by truth. And I feel like there's something that you are looking at, because it's interesting too, because this Knight of Swords actually came out in a little bit of a spin and kind of landed on the side. So it's like the horse now and the rider is facing towards the past. Like I'm bulldozing through the past, but not impulsively, not where, how do I put that? It's almost like if you have to visit the past for any reason, you're not stopping and sitting and lingering in it. You're just reminding yourself. If you're looking at the past, you're riding right through it just to remind you where you've come from with the Strength card showing up. It's to remind you of where you don't want to be. Right? It's to remind you that you have the courage, you have the stamina, you have the dedication and the protection. Look at the protection he has here. But at the same time, his horse is jumping over logs. His horse is going through the mountains. There's nothing that you cannot come out of or nothing you can't go towards for that matter. Because you've mastered the art of trust, for one, with your horse or with your intuition, with your higher self. You know that you're not alone, that this horse is going to have your back, right? That your higher self, that your guides, that your support team, the universe, God, has your back. And even though it hasn't always felt that way, this horse is actually has a jewel. It almost looks like an emerald, or a greenish stone right there on the third eye. And that's allowing you a clear vision, clarity. You have the clarity now for looking back at the past and seeing something that you could not see. And where is that leading you? It's leading you to the 3 of Pentacles. So you have the 2 of Pentacles, right? But you have a reminder of where you don't want to be, but you also have the clarity of where you're kind of going. And now you move to that 3 of Pentacles. So you're making progress. Even sometimes it feels like you're taking a couple steps back. You're actually moving forward. Now 3 of Pentacles is the card of teamwork, right? Cooperation, collaboration. It's also the card of working together to create something beautiful. Instead of fighting, or instead of having to one-up each other or feel like the world is out to get you at times. And that's a victim mindset, by the way. Instead of feeling like everything is working in a negative way or a pessimistic way, you're seeing that you need these resources, or you need this experience, or you need maybe other people, right? Support to help you brew the perfect potion here. And all of you, whether it is people, places, things, experiences, whatever it may be, all of it brings a little bit of something to this potion. You can see that there's 3 people here. It looks like someone is, reading the directions, and she's guiding, and she's saying, okay, this is what we need for this to work. So I feel like you are the one that's kind of holding the map here. And that's what you are doing in January, Leo, is you're holding the map towards what it is that you want to manifest. What do you want to add to that brew, that potion, because it's magical. You can see that it's climbing right up that tree, and the tree is full of golden blooms here and reds. It almost looks like apples, or red is stability. Red's the color of the root chakra. So a lot of you have taken a deep dive into your root. Okay, the base chakra, which can be family, it can be tradition, it can be stability. It's formed, I believe, between the ages of 0 and 7 years old. So you may be really going back, looking at some deep-seated issues that may have been blocking you from manifesting your fullest potential, manifesting the best possible brew that you could here. 3 of Pentacles is, again, that card of teamwork, making that dream work. And for those of you that do have a little bit of Cancer in your chart, or if you are on a Cancerian cusp, you may want to check that reading out as well, because I feel like there could be Gemini or Cancer for some of you. But this 3 of Pentacles is beautiful because it also entails that you, Leo, may be wearing many different hats, right? Many different roles. Maybe you are the mother, you are the father, you are the child, you were the entrepreneur, you were, you know, you name it. We have many different roles that we play here on earth. And I feel that you are going deeper. You're going deeper and saying that's a role that I have, but it's not who I am, right? I'm a soul having this human experience. I am a spark of the divine. I'm not what happened to me. That was an experience that now I have some beliefs and some conditions because of that. But I want to upgrade if it's not helping me, if it's hindering me. What beliefs can I now rewrite or incorporate? Because you have the free will. You have the power to do that. And you're recognizing and realizing that you have the power to do just that. Let's clarify. We're just going to pull some tarot cards here before we move on. Spirit, tell me about this Emperor. I almost feel like this Emperor is the big white elephant in the room that you can no longer avoid. But I feel like it's also a really powerful move that's helping you, or it's a powerful experience that you've had to go through that's helping you yourself, Leo, step into your own power. And as I said that, they were showing me 2, 2, 2, 2. So some of you are really seeing numbers. Some of you may even work with numbers, numerology. Maybe you're an accountant. What do we have here for the Emperor, please, for Leo? Knight of Wands, fearless action. Yeah, because you were held in a place of maybe risk, or maybe it felt just senseless. This person here, they may have put you at risk even. But out of this has brought you this energy of fearless. And I like the word fearless way more than fearful, of course, because it doesn't mean that there's an absence of fear. So many people think that they have to completely be rid of fear, but remember, we are, after all, having this human experience, and part of the experience is to have one of the emotions of fear, because that can help us at times. It can help us from going 190 on this motorcycle. Maybe it doesn't. Some of you have done that, right? Guilty. But I feel for a lot of you, it's putting you in this fearless, and I feel like you're not going to let some controlled behaviors or some patterns or beliefs hold you back. You're going to say, I'm fearing less because I'm now in a position where I'm owning it. I'm owning my dreams. I'm owning the future for myself. So I like this Knight of Wands. And I was actually getting with this Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, but look at this. It's like they come together here and they meet. So Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, they're the 2 fastest moving knights in the deck. So I feel like there could even be some fast communication, some fast news, some fast changes that come in, excuse me, for you, Leo. But it's going to allow you to move forward and create something that is really quite beautiful with this 3 of Pentacles. All right, let's take a look at career, wealth, abundance, and money. You have the Face card, you have the butterfly, and you have the eggs. So for some of you, I feel like you are taking off some sort of a mask that maybe you've worn, right, with the shadow. maybe to dim your light because you were afraid to be seen. Maybe there was even a little smidgen of fear of success or fear of failure. But you've had to reinvent yourself from the inside out. This is about you utilizing the resources and the money skills that you have acquired, investing your time, your money, your energy into people, places, and things that are not just profitable, but that are healthy, that are empowering, that are feeling good instead of feeling like someone else is depleting you or something else is depleting you. This is about you taking a risk, and we see both of those knights showing up, Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, and they are risk takers, right? They're not going to sit back. There's something that you are being guided to move forward on. Maybe it's your spiritual gifts, to step up and not be afraid of fear, of judgment, of criticism, of, being laughed at. That which casts the first stone, right? So I feel like you are self-made. You're making a name for yourself. There is something here about your reputation, Leo. There is something here about you making a name for yourself. There is something here about you being in the spotlight, exposure, fame. For some of you, you could be influencers. For others of you, you may even teach about healing, about shadow work. You may be a therapist. You may be a healer. There may even be some sort of communication, because my throat, yes, I have a little bit of a head cold, but the throat is activated here where there's something you are meant to teach or to speak up or to share your knowledge because you have gained the experience that is helpful to others. Some of you will be in the spotlight in 2024, and that's what you are preparing for. Empowerment, right? Stepping into your power instead of feeling disempowered from whatever this Emperor energy in reverse was in the past. You have the butterfly. There are some sudden changes, especially with that Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands. Let's just pull a card here. I want to pull a card because we do have changes coming in, and quite quickly at that. Spirit, can you please tell us what these changes are for Leo? What are some of these changes that Leo can best, get ready, prepare for, or adapt to? Nine of Swords. Yep. You're going to accept some sort of past. There's acceptance here. Past trauma. I feel like you're accepting what's happened, just as we talked about. So it makes sense. In order for you to move forward, there's some sort of acknowledgement, acceptance, or understanding of a past in order to bring you forward. And that's part of this shadow. That's what I said earlier about that Knight of Swords kind of, going through the past, but not stopping. I don't want to stop for a visit here, right? We don't want to end up where we were. And that's what you're releasing. I love this for you. Beautiful confirmation. You're letting go of anxieties, worries, stresses, nightmares around a situation that may have occurred in the prior years, prior months. And there's going to be changes that allow you to make a big shift in your life. Whatever that shift was that was causing you stress and anxiety and, maybe even health for some of you, recovery. Maybe sleepless nights. I'm getting back for some of you. Maybe you had back surgery, or there is something here with tossing and turning, not being able to sleep. Okay. That's changing for you. This year, there's more fun with the butterfly. This is maybe even temporary things that come in. It could be making work more fun. There's creativity here. There is movement. There's art. For some of you, I'm getting here as well. I just heard like art museum, or even art teacher. Some of you could be changing your environment, changing where you live. You could even be traveling or moving to a location that has a lot of artwork, or maybe they're known for their eclectic vibe. Look at that. A lot of you Leos are starting over in a sense. Not starting over at ground zero or starting over from scratch, but there is a new beginning, because this new beginning isn't that of, fears, where fears are taking over, right? It's fearing less. It is a new beginning where you're not filled with anxiety, with stress. And this is about you saving up for the things that you really want to see happen in your life. saving up for retirement, saving up for that home, saving up for that vehicle or that trip. This is about you using all the resources that are available. And I see resources coming in here for you. Could even be mid-month. There could be some new opportunities, new gifts. Some of you, this has to do with healthcare. Some of you, it's insurance. Maybe those are your occupations. This can be a brand new opportunity. And that's what I feel is happening for a lot of you, is some sort of new opportunity is knocking. And you're going to very well know, Leo, that this is an opportunity that you have been manifesting. And it's going to help you feel even more empowered, because you're saying, wow, I created this. I manifested this because I believed in myself, because I was willing to face some shadows head on. There are some big changes coming in, and I feel like they're for the better. All right. Now, yeah, for those of you that were unemployed, look at this. You have a job offer coming in. If you came to this reading maybe unemployed, or if you're still suffering financial loss or financial setback from some sort of maybe COVID, it could be unemployment, maybe a downsize, or if you just wanted a new job offer, right? Hello, it's coming in here, and maybe it's not necessarily at the same pay grade or pay rate. Maybe it's an entry-level position, but I feel like you have the skills, you have acquired enough experience where you're going to grow quite quickly, because look at that, you have growth. You have growth showing up here. So yeah, it started off with the unemployment. So something around, you know, finances where you just didn't feel like you had enough. Maybe you're scraping by, or maybe it just felt like your ideas were null and void. Maybe you didn't feel like you were occupying that space in your mind and your heart with what you truly wanted or desired. There's a new offer coming in here, and I feel like it's important for you, Leo, to have that beginner's mindset. Even if you're a novice, even if you have, 20 years experience, or if you have, 10 degrees to back you up, whatever this is here, it's important to have that beginner's mindset. And I know you have the Emperor on your side. For those of you that you are stepping into your power in a position. This can be your business. Even if you've had your business for 10 years, there's some growth here available. There's some new opportunities, new things for you to explore. And you see that there could be something that really matures. It really invests. You see the baby hands, and then you see the adult hands. So there is a maturation process happening here when it comes to what seeds you are planting. And you're going to grow quite quickly is what I heard. All right, Leo, when it comes to love, I mean, you can't make this up, right? Let go of control issues, let go of a controlling person, or let go of the need to have things in, such a restricting manner that it cuts off the life force supply towards any new opportunities that want to grow and blossom in your life. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Right? So allow love to come in when love is supposed to come in, instead of trying to dictate or, stress about it, have anxiety or fears, because that can actually push away the very thing you want the most. And I feel like you've had to learn a lot in this lifetime around that 8-letter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, excuse me, 7-letter word, control. For whatever reason, whether it was your own father or mother, whether it was around a relationship, maybe it's you yourself, you've had to learn something, some sort of lesson, a big lesson at that, around control. And you have separation. For some of you, you have separated your energy from, again, an Emperor in reverse, or you separated your energy from the need to control, just to allow things to come to you. And instead of, feeling like you have to chase, manipulate, or, work so darn hard, instead of just being in that energy of the Empress, right? where she raises her vibrations and then the things kind of come to her. They flow to her. Not saying you're not putting blood, sweat, and tears into situations. That's not what it's about. But it is about you releasing a sense of, you know, needing to know the how, the why. What are they doing? Where are they at? Or how's this going to turn out? When am I going to meet this person? I feel like you're just kind of laying it down and you're saying, okay, this is what I want to happen, but I'm not going to be so strict in how this shows up. And then you have very soon. For those of you that are single and you're looking for love here, I see that there could be some quick changes coming in. You may even meet someone who is a friend at first, and that's the best way, right? It's the best way to start a friendship. So you could meet someone in a friend group. You may be doing a friendly activity. For those of you that are in a partnership already, there could be some power plays, some power struggles where you may need to kind of separate your energy or maybe it's felt like you have separated your energy, but there could be some balance coming back in here, some clarity, maybe some old beliefs, some old fears between the both of you that may have sabotaged at times, or may have, you know, allowed you to really go within and do some deep shadow work for you to focus on self-love instead of just the relationship dynamic. And lastly here, Leo, you have Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, and Teacher. These are all part of your soul purpose. This is your energy field. Beauty and Devotion. Some of you may work in the beauty industry, okay, or something with the arts, as we talked about. You could be a tattoo artist. You could work as a lash tech. I'm getting here as well. For some of you, you like to dress beautiful. You like to feel as good as you're feeling on the inside. You may even be changing your appearance, right? I feel like you are a priestess. You are a mystic. You are a teacher. These are all things that you are here to help uplift. You're here to be of service. Next, you have the initiation. This is a rite of passage, crossing the threshold, literally. Look at that. With the shadow, it's like you're crossing the threshold from coming out of a dark time of your life, or coming out of something that was quite challenging, or, you know, even pessimistic, or just downright disappointing. I feel like you're crossing that threshold into the light here, and it is going to bring about a lot of brand new, beautiful opportunities. It says yes. Just say yes. I mean, you don't need any more clarity than that, right? With this clarity card showing up here. So whatever new opportunities are actually showing up, where it's, yes, you've had to work. Maybe you've had to apply and you've had to go to an interview for this job, and then they come back and they offer it to you. Just say yes. If that's something you've already looked into and you are clear, this is what you want, right? If you have some spiritual gifts that you are being guided to look into, just say yes. If you are, you know, wanting, and I feel like this has to do with the new things. Remember in the beginning, we talked about what you don't want, the things you're going to say no to, the things that you're going to continue, and then the things that you want to start. I feel like this has to do with the things that you want to start, right? Just say yes to those things. And then lastly, you have leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. The universe will absolutely catch you, Leo. And I feel like there's been a little bit of hesitancy because you were in some sort of healing, transformative, Five of Cups energy. I mean, you were in some Five of Cups energy, and sometimes all you can do in that Five of Cups energy is just put your hands over your face, your head, just mourn, just grieve, just go through the motions. Maybe even just getting up is the biggest thing you can do that day. That's fine. You go through that, but then you come out of it, because the timing, there is a clock on the tree in the background. You're not crying over, crying over these spilt cups anymore. There's something that you're letting go of, and I feel like you have far better coming in. You have support, you have love, you have resources, you have new opportunities. There are blessings and gifts showing up for you in the form of new cups, right? And you're ready for it. This isn't like you I feel like you had to go through this. That's part of the timing. It's part of, you know, what you had to endure. You couldn't have skipped this step even if you wanted to, is what I heard. So it's like the time is ticking now. And I feel like you've come out, you crossed the threshold, basically, just as it said. It's time to cross that threshold, literally, with us moving into 2024. I mean, I do put these readings out a tad bit early, but we're right on the brink. A lot of you are watching this in January of 2024, and we've already crossed the threshold. So you're definitely leaving behind the Five of Cups and stepping into that Six of Cups, the gift. So set the groundwork for a strong, solid, healthy, determined, with that strength energy showing up 2024. All right, that's what I have for you, Leo. If this resonates, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free reading giveaway where I draw one winner around the 1st of each month, I want you to take a look at the themes that we had today. Shadow work, gifts, clarity, and belief system. Which theme jumps out at you the most? Drop it in the comment section below. I'd really love to hear what you're working with, what resonates most, what it is that you feel on a deep soul level is calling you. Just pick one, or if you have more than one, that's fine as well. Clarity, gifts, shadow work, and belief system. And remember, you actually did have, with the shadow, you had the body talk and the self-love come up as well. So those could be part of some of the shadow. So thank you so much for tuning in today. If again you like the messages here, please hit that thumbs up. It certainly helps the channel. It helps people find the messages that need it the most, and it helps you be of service as well as me, as spirit, to help others uplift, right? And that's part of our mission. It's part of our purpose here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Drop your themes in the comment section below. Lots of love to you, Leo. Till next time.